renovations of the man cave continue, so this side will be a little bit empty for a couple of videos. So welcome into today's episode. We are going to be recapping the first half of the season and seeing exactly how I feel like performances and the team have gelled together. First off, there are two outs to look at. First off, Chuck went to PSV for 3.8 million. Obviously very upsetting to let him go, but at the same time we couldn't get him to sign a new deal and he had a minimum fee of 3.8. And then Ben Osman, who we signed on a free transfer, has ended up going for 2 million to Standard Liège, and we got the full 2 million now because he's made some appearances. So very, very nice bit of business there, if I do say so myself. In terms of the ins then, to replace the 2 million sale of Ben Osman, we brought in Rodrigo Rocafort. Now, he's a decent keeper, 6'7", not world class, but he comes in as a backup, and yeah, he's okay. Can't kick a ball, but apart from that, he's okay. And also joining him is David Gomez, who we picked up on a final deadline day deal from Petolano for 115k. And I think this is one of the best deals we've done. I think he looks fantastic. He's going to play in behind the striker or striker, depending on how we look injury-wise, suspension-wise, etc. He's a decent player. He really is. 115k, you can't complain. I mean, looking at his value already, we could move him on for a couple of million in the summer. Financially then, we have 166k in the bank. Unfortunately, we had, was it this month? Yeah, 9 million went out in transfer expenditure. Yeah, quite a lot. I have tried to have a look at the clauses and see where it's all gone out to, but this is in January. This one comes out to Alex. Elijah, we have something in July. Lorenzo, we have July as well. Luca, we have January 2.3. We have 2 million for Ngoma in January as well. We have one in July there. We have a 800k for Stan, the final payment, and 800k for Svek as well, the final payment. But I don't know if they just come out in the December one, even though they're for January. Because if we have more coming out, we could be struggling financially. And it does look like it could be a very quiet January if that's the case. But let's recap how things gone then. First off, the OFB Cup. Second round, we played SV Vice Grunau, and we won the game 3-0 with Selic, Gomez and Torres getting on the score sheet. Before we came up against Salzburg in the third round, we unfortunately went out in extra time, losing the game 2-1. Gomez with our goal, and then it was Terzic and Karabek on the score sheet for them. So not a long run in the cup this season. Let's fly through how the Bundesliga form has gone, and let me tell you, it's not going great. I can confirm that. So first off, Salzburg, we lost 2-0. So after the opening game of the season against Grazer, which you saw, we followed that with a defeat to Salzburg and a red card to Torsvik. We then played Wolfsburg and got 2-1 victory, Finshu and Stan, before Altash came and we got 3-1 victory with Broadman, who came up from the youth team this season and has done well, getting 2 and Nadia on the score sheet. Hartsberg a 2-2 draw, Horvad and Stan, before we ended the month of August with a 1-1 against Rapid Wien. We were down 10 men with Rod Torres getting a red card, so I think a draw is probably acceptable. We then lost to Tirol 1-0, very poor, before draw against Sturm Graz 0-0 and a 5-5 against Lask. Stan, Alex, Luca and Shebias, 96th minute equaliser getting us the point, but a 5-5 meant that we didn't pick up a single victory in September. We then went into October and got a victory, a 4-0 victory over Klagenfurt, with Luca getting a hat-trick and Alex on the score sheet. We then played Bregenz and got a 1-1. That I can't believe. Newly promoted side, very weak side, and we couldn't beat them. We then lost to Salzburg 3-0, before we beat Grazer for the second time this season with Rod Torres getting 2. We then played Wolfsberger with Svek and Torres scoring as we get back-to-back wins, before we lost to Altash 2-1. We then played Harsberg and got 1-0 victory with Rod Torres, and we've just lost to Rapid Wien our final game before the winter break in the league, and we lost 1-0. So that shows us currently sitting in 5th place, won 7, drew 5, lost 5, 26 points. We are 4 points off 3rd, which is Salzburg, by the way. Salzburg are not doing fantastic this year at all, shall we say, but they are sitting down in 3rd place. Now, if they do win the game in hand, they will go top, but if they don't win the game in hand, then they are not going top. And their next game, yeah, they don't actually play again before February, so they are going to sit in 3rd place over the winter break, which is a bit shocking for them. Just as shocking as us being in 5th, to be fair, and if Tyrol win the game in hand, we would actually go to 6th. So following on in the Europa Conference League, then we played Allianzspor in the next qualifying round. We lost the first leg 3-2, with Torsvik and Alex on the score sheet for us, Luca picking up an injury. Now, lucky for us, we did turn around at home, a 4-3 aggregate win with Rod Torres and Alex Volok on the score sheet as we got 2-0 victory, 4-3 on aggregate, into the final qualifying round. Again, we travelled away from home first, and again, we lost the game, losing 1-0 against Sparta Prague, but going back to our own ground, going back to Austria, I did have faith we could turn them over. And that is exactly what we did with Rod Torres and Selleck on the score sheet, and we were into the group stages of the Conference League. So we started off our group stage away to Derry City, with Alex getting our goal. We then played Vorskia at home, with Luca and Gomez on the score sheet, before a home defeat to Torino 2-0. And then we travelled away from home to Romanian side Polihenic Lassi. Nailed that one. We lost game 3-0. They are walking the Conference League at the minute, so I don't know if they've got random amounts of money. And then we've just played Vikingur and got 4-0 victory with Rod Torres getting 2, Luca and Broadman on the score sheet. So today we're going to be playing FCSB. We're currently in 15th place, but we are only 1 point ahead of 25th place. There's a chance we could go out if we don't get a victory away from home against 12th place FCSB. It's a very, very tough league, and it definitely does mean the fact you're only playing 6 games instead of 8, it just means it's so easy to slip up and actually go out of this competition. So far this season, one of the biggest issues has been goals, with Alex only getting 6 in 21. Rod Torres, by the way, 18 years old, obviously picked up from Trenton, named after one of our YouTube subscribers, and he's absolutely flying this season. He has, in 7 starts in Europe, got 4 goals, and in 8 starts in the league, he's got 4 goals and 1 goal in the cup. He really has been fantastic. Second top goal scorers Luca with 7, who has also been capped now by Italy twice. So fair play to him there. Do we have a minimum fee release? We don't, but we do have a sell-on fee percentage of 50%, so maybe we need to try and negotiate that out of it a little bit. Alex with 6, and then Gomez with 4, and Stan also with 4. In terms of assists, Torsvik with 6, Lorenzo with 5, and then Finchu with 4. The final thing I do want to mention is we are studying for a Cornell C license now. They have finally agreed to send us on a coaching course. I think it's took way too long, but finally we have it, and finally now we can try to push on and get our ability better, so when we actually take part in training, we are helping players develop. So, today's live com, FCSB against Austria Wien, the final game of the Europa Conference League group stage. We're going to go with Hamel in goal, Traore, Selleck he's not, he is still injured. So, Rolder, I think we're missing a couple. Ngoma and Svek from central defence are missing. Alex also top is missing. Elijah right back, Torsvik a left back, Valde and Finchu in the middle, Luca, Torres, and then Gomez up top, leading the line with 4 goals so far. It's been decent. He has been decent. I think when you look at the fact we picked him up for 115k, I don't think he's going to stick around for long, because he was without shadow of doubt our backup. And Alex is always going to start ahead of him, because I just have a lot of hope Alex could be a top striker. So we'll probably end up cashing in on him. 115k spend. If we can get 2 million, it's fantastic profit. We have a set piece here. Finchu strikes it off the post and cleared away. What What a weird highlight that was. Like, goal kick now for FCSB. They go long. Do we win it? We do win it, but they are going to get the second ball. They go into midfield. We try to press it out of them, but we don't get to that first ball. I think it was Valde pressing there. Okay, goes out to the left-hand side. Forward, back. Right, do we win it? We do. Oh. We're winning the first balls, but we're not winning them second balls at the minute. And they're the ones we do need to step up and actually win. Rodriguez with the ball long, and it's headed over. At the minute, nothing is happening, but at the minute, a point would see us probably go through. So, nothing's happening, but I'm not overly fussed about that. But Gomez, I mean, if we score the goal, I'd accept it. Just trying to look here. So, 24th goes through. They're on 7 points at the minute. If we concede, we would also drop to 7 points. So, it is very tight. Floater ball to the back post, and Hamel comes and collects it. Our team is just too young. Like, that is something I definitely look and see. But at the same time, we're not financially in the position to be signing anyone in this January window. So, we need our players to mature. And to mature very quickly, please. Because we are getting found out a little bit at the minute. It's okay if your players are young and are world class. But when your players are young and struggling, different story. Okay, this highlight has been going for so long that I stopped commentating. So I'm hoping it actually ends in a goal here. Torsvik forward to Torres. It's off the post. Was that whole highlight? Was... Be happy I didn't commentate the whole thing. It's another step. There's a lot of highlights in this game. 9 shots to 5, but we've dominated possession. But they are getting a lot more shots off, and they get chancy in. Oh, they scored it. Daniel Berliga puts FCSB 1-0 up here. I do think our team is just too young. If I could pick up one or two experienced players over January, I will do that. Maybe we're going to have to look at the loan market for it. I'm not sure, but I do think we're going to struggle financially to be signing anybody unless they came in on a free. But then what quality of experienced players released on a free transfer in January? That's the question. So currently, we are qualifying on goal difference. Elijah now with the throw-in. Can we get a goal back? Finshu. Elijah now. Coming inside. Goes past a man. Goes across to Valde. Goes out to Torsvik. Torsvik scores the goal. Jonas Torsvik, I think everybody thought he was going to cross it. But he puts it in the back of the net. And he makes it 1-1. Let's just encourage. Elijah there cutting inside. Got us that. But we will then go up to 16th or 15th. Oh, okay, they're on 9 points. Doesn't matter. I thought they were on 8. It's been a long day, okay? It's been a long day. Okay, let's make a couple of changes. We need to freshen this up. Traore is going to come off for Westphal, just fitness-wise. Torsvik will come off for Shablas, again, fitness-wise. Elijah for Lorenzo. Then I think we'll do Luca as well, who really is struggling fitness-wise. I think we'll do Broadman, who has looked very good when he's been coming on. So them changes are all based around making sure our legs don't go in the last 15 minutes of the game. We're 19th, so we're still holding on. If we conceded a goal, we're going down 22nd. Bear in mind, the top 24 go through. It's very tight. Lorenzo, Broadman goes back to Valde. Valde goes out wide to Broadman. He goes forward to Lorenzo on the overlap. Beat your man. He does. Puts it in. Back post. Oh, we win the header. Rod Torres, you beautiful man with your 10th goal of the season. Was it offside? Was it offside? Oh, no. Oh, it's awarded. Come on. Lorenzo coming off the bench. Making fresh legs pay down the right-hand side. Floated to the back post where Rod Torres rises to make us go 2-1 up. Franquesta. Oh, he plays a shot. Oh, what a... Don't think he was offside, like. Normally, if the linesman doesn't flag, he's not offside. That was a well-worked goal by them. Yeah, goal awarded. Fair play to them. When you're seeing goals like that, fair play. We will accept that. We will. Right. Come on. Come on. I will be very happy if absolutely nothing happens. We've done it. We've done it. The point will see us through. I have created a second tactic, more defensive. We're going to go over that before the start of the second half of the season. Because I've only created recently, so I want to work on it over the mini pre-season we're going to have. If we go to competitions then, you can see we have qualified in 19th place. 6 points actually would have also seen us go through, so the 7 points we got, if we'd have lost, we would have qualified, which is nice. But look at this. Berda Glimt miss out. Braga finished third bottom. Top 8 were Torino, Reims, Tottenham, AIK, Basel, Viking, and Bromby, and then Kansimpasa. So the playoff round is going to be tough. Gornik, Lassie again. Please don't draw us against them. Do they have money? They do. You can see, but you can't see behind the webcam. They have 9 million in the bank. Upper, FCSB, Victoria Pilsen, Minsk, TNS, Luzerne. I'm interested. I'm interested how we can push on, but we're now going to go into the winter break. We're going to see exactly how we can do. And yeah, I wonder, because you can see their average age 21. When you look at our team, goalkeeper's 29, then we have a 21, 24, 23, 23, 24, 16, 19, 20, 18, 19. Our team, I think, really is struggling. It is due to the age. So I do think I need to maybe look at 1 or 2 in the January window, which will just bring that calm and experience to the team. My issue is finding ones which I think benefit the team. So I'm going to go away and see what we can do. Join me in the next episode, where we will get the second half of the season underway domestically.